Hello, it's Mike Rhyner of your Dark Companion here, wanting to thank you all for joining us on patreon.com throughout the year, or that portion of the year that we've been doing this. Also, don't forget to check out the Sunset Lounge. There you can find podcasts such as The Clubhouse. The Clubhouse is your one-stop shop for all things sports, pop culture, entertainment, pro wrestling. Who knows what else these guys might get into. I love these guys. They're great. Since 2010, they brought their knowledge and passion for these subjects and so much more to the internet in a way that is entertaining and engaging. Their show is family friendly, so it's okay to sit down with grandma and be a part of all their shenanigans. They are the Clubhouse. They're at the Sunset Lounge.
Nobody would have thought that I would be the one. Rhyner, sports talk. Baseball, 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 baseball.
Oh, with the big mic. Oh, okay. All right, yeah. Okay, now I get it.
We got a lightning strike, boys. What happened over there, Grego? We had a little lightning strike right outside the window.
The Texas Rangers win the World Series.
All right. Here's a tip for all these Americano League teams.
Wait, you said tip.
Yeah, tip.
Okay.
With a P.
Keep jamming.
The ticket, colon, nothing but a big Gen X jerk-off sake. This is a cool night or what? Although somebody would hear that and go, bullshit.
I'm back, bitches.
Mike, go.
You're telling me Sugar Ray was punk, huh?
Yes. They absolutely were. Originally.
Wow.
Coming in hot.
That's the way we do it around
That's
here,
right.
man.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, Stained was full metal before they softened.
That
up.
first album,
Yeah.
Mud Shovel's an absolute
Okay, well,
banger.
that I can believe.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that is Sugar Ray.
Groups just looked up boxing champions.
No, he just looked up Father's Day.
Yeah.
Thanks for missing the joke.
I always miss the joke. You know that.
The whoosh sound.
This will be the first time today that happens.
Probably not the first time in this show.
You're not wrong.
Well, this is your Dark Companion, everybody.
Are we sure? Because this is usually our misery.
I'd say any time a show starts mid-conversation.
It is Wednesday, the 9th of April. We've all got our minds on something other, shall we say.
Bless you.
It's going to go down later on today and tonight, and everybody's looking forward to that. But before we get to that, we have this. Now, what we're doing here is bringing on some of our other Stolen Water media comrades to introduce you to them. Maybe you don't know them quite as well as we think you should, so we bring them on here to get them in front of you a little bit. And I will tell you, if there is one Stolen Water media show you should be watching, it is this one. It is these two guys.
Wow.
I really like.
That will never get old.
But I had it locked and loaded. I was going to be like, you like us so much, but you were like, to start the intro, and then he says that, and I can't say it.
Yeah, and then we're done.
It's like, now I'm Diego.
But see, now that's how I start every intro with that.
So that means we've been accepted.
That's how I get my head right for this.
I've known him 23 years. That's accurate.
You're not wrong.
These guys are the Clubhouse.
Hello, internets.
This is Rob.
Hi.
This is Alex.
Yay.
And they do a show here on Stolen Water that is really, really good.
Thank you.
I think it is the, and I hope I'm not sliding anybody else by this, but I'm counting myself and everybody else. I think it's the best thing we got up here on the whole platform.
Wow. That is high praise.
That's it, everybody. Thanks.
It's not. That's the peak. That's the peak.
It's all crap from here.
15-year overnight success. Done. But yeah, no.
I say that because it makes sense. You guys have great chemistry together. How long have you been doing this together?
Alex has been on the show now probably 8 years-ish.
I think 9 or 10
because
now.
we met at the Voldemort of shows.
Yeah. Well, when was the big hurricane? Because I filled in for Don when he had to be in Houston for so long.
Yeah, that would have been, when the big...
Was that Katrina?
That was Harvey. Katrina was New Orleans.
I had a moment.
That was like 2016, 2017, somewhere in there.
Because our third Don, he works for the government, and he had to go down to Houston for the aid, and Alex filled in.
That was our Oscars show too.
No. It was the Rumble.
Was it the Rumble?
I showed up for the Rumble because I was the only one available that knew wrestling at the time, because everybody else was scattered to the wind because they had family in Houston or had to work in there. And it went well, and you were like, yeah, come back anytime. And I was like, I'll come back next week. And then I just didn't stop.
And that was after when we did the show
So you
at
showed
my
up
house.
and you never left, huh?
Oh, no, I left. I had to get food, but no, I was pretty much there the whole time.
Now, you may have noticed already there has been a reference to movies, and there has also been a reference to the Rumble.
Yes, sir.
And we started with music.
And they started with me. Okay.
We are
That
your
pretty much
one-stop
covers
shop
you-
for sports, pop culture, entertainment, and pro wrestling. That's
All
the
right,
bit.
there you go. That's what they do.
Yeah.
And they're damn good at it.
Thank you.
How long have you guys been doing this together?
I guess now total, we're in our 15th season total, but Alex has been with us for almost 8 years now. Yeah. Okay, so 17 would have been, that's when Alex joined the show. We met at a convention, probably what?
Does it even qualify as a convention?
It
in
does.
hindsight?
It is the Voldemort of shows.
Okay.
Briefly, through a mutual friend, and found out that his passion for what we refer to as our sport, pro wrestling, was it rivaled mine. And I was like, you know what? I'd like to have somebody of that mindset, not knowing his pop culture knowledge as well, to just come hang out with the show. Back when we did it at my house when I lived in Mesquite, just come on, let's see what, let's have some fun. And we did, and the chemistry was good. And then we were off to the races.
Is there a third guy who's at least a tangential part of this?
There is Don.
Don.
Don works for the government, so his time off is very limited. But Don
otherwise, he would be here and taking on
Absolutely.
a full role in this thing.
Yeah, Don started when we used to have live chat early in the show, probably season 1, season 2. Don was our fact checker. We met him at a pay-per-view gathering. What, if you remember, the Wing House. They used to carry those, and we met Don there, and he was our fact checker in our chat room. And then a couple of months later, he asked if he could come be on the show live, and I'm not picky, let's go. And he's not only our fact checker, but he's also our liaison when we do live shows, especially for film festivals. He's our guest wrangler.
No,
and he's really good.
I want to clarify. We literally could not do festivals without Don. He is that good at wrangling guests. Like, if we were even, who was it that we had a couple of years ago? It was Asian Film Fest. Anyways, but it was one of those where you see people show up, and maybe you have a bunch of local, maybe some semi-local people, some unheard of talent on their way up, but then you'll get one or two that you're like, oh, that person. Like, have you told the Glenn Morshower story on this show?
I don't think that I have.
Okay, so I'm going to feed you in a second.
Okay, fair enough.
Don has no boundaries of the ability to pull in any guest, whether
in a good way.
Absolutely, and I'm referencing like Glenn Morshower that I'm going to throw to you on in a second, but like Diego Luna, when he was about to explode with Star Wars.
It was the weekend after the trailer for Rogue One had dropped, and he was directing a film that had won the big awards at the Dallas International Film Festival. Danny Glover was in the film, but he wasn't there, and he knows. Why did his name just slip my mind? The director of the movie The Book of Life. He's been on our show a handful of times. No, different Book of Life.
My brain went to Anderson, but that's just lazy.
Jorge Gutierrez.
He did our show a couple 3 years running, and he knew Diego because Diego was in the Book of Life. And all of a sudden, there's Diego Luna sitting in front of us, and couldn't have been nicer. But I will tell you, that dude partied. He shut that lounge down. I was packed up in the car. He was still on the dance floor. That dude partied. And couldn't have been nicer. And yeah, that was Jorge brought him to us.
Yeah. Now you see, we've heard them talking about fact checkers, talking about wranglers, talking about all these things that we don't have here at Little Your Dark Companion.
We have a groups.
That's true.
Yeah,
and to be fair, we did have a fact check already happen on Hurricanes.
I don't do any of those things. I did check one fact.
Well, that's 2
Yeah.
so far.
Two. You checked
Yeah.
the fact. I checked the fact.
See?
Grooves is that
Wait a minute.
Yeah, but
MacGyver,
they
Kevin
have guys
Bacon.
that do this. They have guys whose job it is to be fact
I got this one for you. We have an official fact checker.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have a fact checking team.
Right.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that make us more official?
Kevin Bacon MacGyver.
That's not my department. That's over there.
combination.
Kevin Bacon and MacGyver.
You are the Kevin Bacon MacGyver of the show.
Yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah.
God, you guys are big time, man.
Okay, the fact that Mike goddamn Rhyner is calling us big time. I don't know that my ego's going to make it out of the house, sir.
Believe me, you are. You guys, like I say, you guys are really good at this.
Let's
And
talk
you-
about tonight. I mean, this is a big deal tonight.
Oh, this is
about
a
to
huge
happen.
deal.
This is big time.
Yes.
I've been thinking about this a lot today with Luka coming back to Dallas to play the Mavericks. If you don't know about this, welcome back from the cave.
I feel like I sent a
Especially
clip
in
for you to
this
play,
town.
Grooves.
Especially in this town.
I sent you a clip for this.
And there's layers to this game tonight.
So many.
Because the Lakers are trying to just kind of at least maintain. Like they're not going to fall far enough to have to deal with the play-in.
Yeah.
But the Mavericks, they don't want to dunk on him. They just want to dunk on the whole situation. And there's apparently shirts on the chairs that in Spanish just say seriously thank you. Like it's not slanderous or anything, but it's meant for Luka.
Yeah.
Or actually, I don't. I think it's.
You mean
Thanks
it's
for
probably-
everything.
Yeah.
It's what now?
Thanks for
Slovenian?
everything.
Yeah. Thanks for everything. Thank
Yeah.
you. And those are on the seats tonight because I really believe that the fan base, the vitriol will not be towards him.
No,
in
not
any
at
way,
all.
shape, or form.
No,
There's no way.
No, it won't. It
And
won't.
I still think the jury's out on. It's all not. We're going to know till this comes out in the wash, how this all works out. The Lakers have been playing very well, but I'm thinking Luka got himself thrown out the other night so he could get all that emotion out, so that when he gets here tonight, it doesn't overwhelm him a little bit.
He can keep a cool head a little bit.
And LeBron basically saying, "This is the guy I've waited to play with." I mean, tonight's going to be fireworks. There's no doubt in my mind.
Say what you want about LeBron and all that. He's always been a very good assessor of talent as well.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I agree.
So, how will the Mavericks fan base react to all this?
I feel
mean,
like
what
there's-
is it going to be like in the room tonight?
I feel like there's going to be a lot of 7-letter, 2-word chants with a word that is Nico following afterwards. And I not duck. What's
Truck?
that? Truck? No.
Funk?
They're getting further away.
Frack? That's for your Battlestar Galactica people.
I figured you would.
Frick.
It's not love. Definitely not love.
Fuck?
There it is. That's the one.
Shoopy.
He's like, name is on the door.
How long did you think we were going to go?
I was waiting for somebody to pick up the ball.
I know you weren't going to say that, but I was going to have to.
No.
I mean, we were all kind of waiting for him to drop the F-bomb.
I mean, usually I'm the one
But it's definitely going to be palpable.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I would imagine the genteel, civilized, somewhat Mavericks crowd will not go that far. I think they will. They will stick with the usual fire.
Yeah, well, you're gonna because right now, especially even if you take that dynamic out of it, the Mavericks are just trying to get there at this point. You know, get to the playoffs, get to the dance. You know, it's just like we just talked about. Yeah, get to the point where you get to the postseason, and I think that adds an angle to it that is very. In this town, especially because I've always called Dallas has what they call the culture of winning.
Yes.
Whether they do or not. You know, I think a certain duo that you used to work with said it best one year on opening day of the Rangers, where it was, all right, if we win today, let's talk World Series. If we lose today, we'll rebuild for next year. Like, that's this town. And especially when you're winding down a season and the Mavericks have a chance to get to the postseason. As a Heat fan, I'm just trying to stay where we are because my team is just all over the place. Yeah. But the Mavericks, they need to get into the playoffs because I believe they believe now they have something to prove that they can get there without him. And I think
they're not a carcass on the side of the road where Luka has left.
Well, they definitely have something to prove. But man,
Yeah, if you want the clean chance that'll probably happen tonight, it's going to be please take Nico.
Yeah.
Please take Nico.
Or something of its ilk, anyway.
You know, for many years,
that's why I said the clean version.
I thought that going to a Mavericks game, especially in their very early years, the expansion years, it was kind of like going to vacation Bible school. You know, as far as the crowd went and everything. Like they'd all get up with that clap and everything, and then sing along and do the chants and everything. But there was just no edge to it, you know?
I was going to say, for what it's
it was
worth,
the happy to be here.
My time as the Mavericks DJ, I don't know if y'all knew that.
I do.
That was kind of Cuban's
You
big
were the
thing.
Mavs DJ?
I was for a season.
Wasn't he still
and
the
filled in a
DJ
little
when
bit
I met
after.
him?
More than likely, because I think he did that. He did the panel that.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah.
Of the other thing that we're not going to
Of
talk
the whole
about.
deal.
Where I coined the phrase Chuckwarium.
Yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was going to say, that was Cuban's big thing was he wanted the game to feel like a wedding reception. Where, you know, it's everybody's
Not the
dancing,
ceremony.
everybody's not the ceremony,
The
reception. The party, like, you know, it's play Moni and all that stuff, and just people know the songs. There's no controversy. Like maybe a little bit of warm ups, you'll get a little bit of rap, but otherwise, like it's pretty.
Section 202, time for the electric slide.
Yeah, pretty much, and everybody clap their hands and all that.
He told you this?
Yeah.
Well, because he did change the culture.
Very much
Yeah,
so.
you know, he wanted it to be fan friendly. He wanted everybody to feel
The
welcome.
Mavericks were the first team to have a form of the Maniacs. And one of the Maniacs since day one is a dear friend of mine. Shout out to JJ.
Oh, JJ's awesome.
Yeah, I've known JJ for almost 30 years.
Man, I love the Maniacs
And
so
they were
much.
so much of their ilk. Once people saw that worked, now which are also now the Dallas Cowboys.
Yes. Did you
What
know
was
that
the one they
Shoopy?
did for the Marlins where they were like, you have to be over 400 pounds?
When the Maniacs go to the Cowboys games, they're the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you'll see Big Rob and JJ and all down. It's great.
And bringing that to the dance, doing the drum line, like making it a party, change. And when that culture changed, I think it changed the whole vibe, because now you could get excited to go to a Mavericks game, and it wasn't that other team from Dallas. Like by that point, the Stars had already won. The Rangers, it was coming. And the Mavericks were just it took a minute, but they got there.
They did.
And you have the proof right there, sir.
Yeah.
That's right, I do.
Remember that, Shoopy?
I remember that, Shoopy. It's the greatest night of my sports life. It will never be topped.
Those were good times.
Back to Rob.
Okay.
But I think what Cuban was really ahead of the curve on was understanding that now that everybody could watch every game on TV, you had to have friendly engagement. You had to have something that made people say, I have to be in the building. And one of the funny things that I saw parallels in this was there was a lot of things that Cuban was adopting on a lower level that, circling back, wrestling had already started adopting on like house shows and engaging the crowd with the actual participants. And Cuban was like, okay, let's find a way to get people that are in the crowd, but part of the show.
And for people that don't know the terminology, a house show is a non-televised event. They call those, and what happens a lot at house shows is you'll have guys, for lack of a better term, rehearsing matches that you'll see on TV, tightening the choreography. And the guys and gals will all kind of let their hair down a little bit too and kind of pull the veil back and have some fun with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's where a lot of this came from was, hey, let's experiment with it off camera. And if it works, we'll put it on camera. And he's absolutely right there.
And there are crowds at these house shows?
Absolutely. My first live event was a house show.
Really?
At Reunion Arena in 97. We were never rich enough to go see it live when I was a kid. So it was TBS and USA and the local station, and that was it. But
Sunrise Amphitheater.
now owned by a mega church.
All 30 seats of the Sunrise Amphitheater.
Oh, you're thinking that's War Memorial. I'm talking the Sunrise Musical Theater.
I'm exaggerating for effect.
Yeah.
But where it's like, okay, where do we put the ring? Oh crap, we didn't think this through. It's on the stage.
Yeah,
so
which is what
you
they
have
do at
the
House of
elevated stage, then the elevated ring. So everybody's like, I think I can see most of this.
Yeah,
But
that's
what
what they do at House of Blues too.
But what was really cool for that was the Survivor Series that they had Chuck Norris come in. So I got to watch the entire Survivor Series card a week before it happened. minus Chuck Norris. But,
but this is
he
also,
wasn't going to Florida.
And this is also pre-internet too. So you don't get as much of that now. A lot of what you get now is experimenting with people's chemistry in the ring.
Yeah.
Of if we put these two in what they call an angle or a program or a storyline together, can this work? And so when you see it on TV, it's already been tinkered with at house shows or what they now call just live events.
Yes.
Which they really only do on the weekends anymore.
So who decides that?
There's a group that's called the booking committee. When somebody says they have the book, it's kind of the same terminology of Broadway, where I have the book, which means I control the storylines. And there is actually a committee of people that are 5 or 6 deep on each show. Like for WWE, Raw and SmackDown have their own separate booking teams because they're dealing with 2 completely different rosters for the most part. And then NXT also has one.
And there'll always be a head booker to break any ties or anything like that. So that'll be your chief content officer, chief operating officer, whatever the title is for the person at the time, currently being
Triple H
or
for
Tony
that.
Khan in the other company.
Yeah, and for NXT, it's Shawn Michaels.
Yes.
Which is kind of their minor league.
Yeah.
What they
They're
call
developmental.
their
Yeah.
which airs on Tuesdays on the CW. And there's a lot of crossover there with another promotion, and it's all over the place right now. But yeah,
it's fun.
Man, we wrapped that all the way around, didn't we?
Boy, you
Did we
really
just hijack the entire show?
Yeah, you did.
Usually we're on
Welcome to the Clubhouse podcast featuring your dog companion.
I got a whole lot of shit I want to get into with you guys.
All right, let's go.
And I just...
Sorry, Dad.
All right, I've said how impressed I am with your chemistry, how smooth you guys are. You got any radio experience in your backgrounds?
I started DJing remotely when I was 16.
Like going to gigs and stuff like that?
Doing weddings, doing parties. My first year of college, I went to the University of South Florida. Go Bulls and go Gators, by the way. They had a student radio station.
It was a big weekend for you last weekend.
It was a big weekend. It was to keep coming back after half, and it's just like, oh, they're down. All right, we've done this now 3 times in a row in this tournament. So they had a station called WBUL. But it was kind of a station. In order to listen to the station, because they had WUSF, which is like it was kind of an NPR type thing.
Yeah.
But WBUL was student run. So in order to listen to WBUL, you had to be in front of your TV, and your TV had to be on a certain channel. And the only thing on that channel visually was like the old early 90s screensavers. And every once in a while, the logo would show up.
Yeah.
And my show was on Friday mornings from 6 to 9.
Nice.
And
morning drive.
Morning walk to the cafe. But the program director then told me that I'd be doing light alternative, and I went, nobody's listening. I'm going to play what I want to play. You know, like my own girlfriend at the time didn't wake up till the 8 o'clock hour. So I knew that, what it did for me is it got me the experience because I was my own engineer. So I've got the experience of how to work a board and, taking some radio TV classes in college of how to handle spots, how to work your time, how to make sure, you're going to the right place from the right place, how to make sure you, as we say, hit the post.
Right.
Which that's, back in those days, that was one of the hardest things to do.
Yes.
Because you really had to listen to the cadence of a song so that you didn't talk over it and didn't talk over the intro too much, but then your friends would call you and yell at you because they're trying to record the song off the radio and don't want your voice on top of it. But then I moved to Texas and kept DJing, got into karaoke at that point. And then I left the business even part-time in 2010. And I was sitting in the driveway with some buddies of mine and, just talking like we normally talk, which is basically what our show is. And a buddy of mine at the time said, this should be a podcast. And in my infinite wisdom, I said, the hell is a podcast?
Yeah.
And so he turned me on to Smodcast, which is...
Please clarify the year of this.
2010.
Yeah.
2010.
Because everybody knows podcasts. Everybody pretty much has podcasts now. So there's a real concept of being ahead of the curve.
Thanks,
like you
COVID.
were.
But I got turned on to Smodcast, which is Kevin Smith's podcast, and I'm a big Kevin Smith fan. And I went, we can do that. I have the equipment. I just had to buy a couple of adapters, and we've never looked back. 15 years later, we're still doing it.
So
I didn't do any of that shit.
how did you guys? How did the two of you get to know each other?
Accident?
We met through a mutual friend.
Oh, wait. The craziest part about this is in South Florida, we lived about like 5 miles apart and had never met.
He went to both of my rival high schools a decade later. Let's be clear.
I wasn't going to say it.
No, hey, I'm old. I get it. You're not.
No, I'm there. I'm there.
You are approaching.
I am the bottom curve,
yes.
I believe.
But yeah, we just got to talking one day, and one of us mentioned something about South Florida, and I was like, and whenever somebody mentions Florida in general, it's kind of like when somebody's like, "Oh, I'm from Jersey." Oh yeah, what exit? Like, if you meet somebody from Florida, you want to know what area,
which one's your Publix?
Because as we know, the South stops at Orlando. Anything south of Orlando is not the South, because it's everything else. So he's like, well, outside of Fort Lauderdale. I'm like, keep talking. And he's like, I went to JP Taravella in Coral Springs High School. And I went, I'm going to need to see the paperwork on that, because I went to Coconut Creek High School, which is
our beating post.
Yeah. And he was like, okay. And that just connected us even
Are these
further.
like rivals?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let me put it in this way. If this was a high school movie, you know how there's always that rich high school that has everything? That was us. I was the poor guy who lived on the border of Tamacrack, but somehow
it's actually known as Tamarack, and that's what we called it.
They don't deserve their real name.
Hey, but people need to know how this works.
Okay, but I was literally right on the
Tamacrack. That's pretty good.
Yeah, but I was right on the border of the poor town and the not poor town, but I happened to be close enough to go to the nice school. So I was the one showing up, ripped jeans and everything, not as a style, but that's what we could afford. And everybody else
So
had
you were
that.
in the poor town, but
going to school.
Stone's throw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So if you know Florida, there's canals everywhere. Mm-hmm. The canal split to two cities. I could fish in the canal without leaving my house.
The canal was the tracks.
Yeah.
You were on either side of the tracks.
Yeah, that's the Florida equivalent of railroad tracks.
Okay.
But like Coral Springs is where Jim Gaffigan went to high school. Mm-hmm. My high school, we have Emmy Award winner Bobby Cannavale, and I will always refer to him that way. And Joe Latrulio both went to my high school. Mm-hmm. So that connected us even further, that we could identify with certain places that we had been, not at the same time, but that also not only fed from a content standpoint, it fed our friendship too.
Yeah.
Okay, now how long had you been out of high school before you actually ran into each other? Where did you take
I was approaching
Where did you take that first long look at each other?
I was approaching my 25th high school reunion, and he was 10 years behind me.
Yeah.
So, but we met in Texas.
I want to say I had just moved to Texas like 3-4 years before that.
Yeah. His lady lived here, and he moved out here to be with her.
Well, she moved to Florida. That's where we met. She moved back to Texas for a job opportunity. I was still in college and was working towards a doctorate, and said, this isn't as much fun as other things that I could be doing not by myself, so I'm going to go to Texas. So that's why I moved to Dallas. I finished my undergraduate studies, got the piece of paper that said I could finish school 7 years like a doctor, not doctor, and then came to Texas.
So sex brought you to Texas.
I wasn't going to say it, but I can't bend that far.
I'll leave it to her.
Well, I didn't have as much game at that time.
What's that like to even have game?
It's really kind of
I've had
interesting.
negative game my whole life.
Well, the gist is you have to find that nerve, and I mentioned this to Becca earlier, and you just make them laugh hard enough that their eyes are closed, and I'm as sexy as they can imagine.
That was the key to the whole thing.
Man,
Exactly.
Nobody has less game than me.
I don't know.
I guarantee you.
I don't know.
Does.
Sir, I'm pretty sure you could stand on your wallet and be about 8 feet tall. That's game.
You are my whore.
Was it? Yeah, it's just I can't remember if it was.
I don't even know who that was directed at. But I'm pretty sure it was me.
I don't remember if it was Martin Lawrence or Chris Rock who once said money turns a bald spot into a part.
That was Martin Lawrence, I believe.
And definitely would rather have a part than what I have on the back of this skull right now.
So how long had you guys known each other? And I like getting into stuff like this because, like I say, you guys have great chemistry together. How long had you guys known each other where you were hanging out some night and then it's time to go home and everything, and you walk back to your car and you're going, man, there's something useful here. There's something useful in play here
2 weeks
with that guy.
Yeah,
it was literally like 2 weeks because the show that he was referring to was a New Year's show, and the Rumble was 4 weeks later. So I had met him at that show, hadn't talked. About 2 weeks later, I had gone on the show, did another show, and then the funniest part was I was like, okay, that was cool guesting a couple of times. And maybe I'll go back if he calls. And then he calls me in the middle of the week and he goes, hey, have you ever heard of The Room? And I want you to tell this story because
Wait a minute. That drew laughter out of one person and only one person. That person is Ashley. So clearly,
I love The
she
Room.
has heard of The Room.
Okay.
I love
you don't.
The
So
Room.
nobody loves The Room.
I love
You
the-
love the
I don't know.
I love the experience.
I don't know what The Room is, and I want Ashley to tell me.
Just so that we're clear, this is not Room, the Oscar award-winning Brie Larson debut.
Yeah.
This is The Room.
The experience is what I love.
Hi, Mark.
Written, starring, and directing one Tommy Wiseau.
One of the most expensive, worst movies ever made.
That there is a debate on how he paid for it. $7 million is what this movie cost, and none of it's on the screen. There's also there is a movie about the making of that movie called The Disaster Artist.
Yes.
Based on the book of his co-star who was there for the whole thing. So
and was friends with him before everything.
There is a PS to this.
Okay.
So
you didn't expect me to know what The Room was. That was my favorite part of this.
So before The Disaster Artist came out, our vendor that does the screenings for us said, we want to bring you guys to the Alamo and show you The Room so you know what you're dealing with before you screen The Disaster Artist. Now, I had heard of it.
Same.
But I'd never seen it. Like, basically, there was a contest at one point of people watching it at home and how far they got before they had to turn it off. I mean, it is terrible. But if you have to see it in a theater because there's a community to it.
Yes.
That... It's the Rocky Horror of this generation. It is fully immersive, fully interactive.
But way worse than Rocky Horror.
But the best part of this
what
screening,
generation?
For like the millennials, and
like
Z.
me.
the post 2000s.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the crazy part about this is we both have a concept of knowing it is the worst movie ever made, with all due respect to Troll.
I was going to say Troll 2.
Troll 2. But we knew that there was something to this because why else would they making other things? And the deeper you dig on The Room and its lore, like in the book and everything beyond the movie, it gets so much more insane than you could ever imagine. But when we walked in, it was the first time I went to an invited screening. And would you agree? Like, it seemed like 60 to 70% of the crowd were all dressed like they had just come from a fancy dinner, like suits.
There was an element.
There was
an element.
And
yes.
T-shirt and jeans, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know if I should be here." But we get to our seats.
I mean, I'm wearing a collar now, and that's pretty dressy.
Yeah. But we get to our seats, and there's a card. And if you've ever been to the Alamo, you know there's tables and things like that. There's a little card that tells you how to interact with the movie, and all I'm doing is reading the card, going, what the fuck did we get into? Why are there plastic spoons everywhere?
And the card.
No, that's the thing.
And
put a pin in it.
It's so much fun.
What happened was
it
Tommy,
really is so much fun.
Yeah, so Tommy told his set designer,
I'm gonna break you in a minute.
We
Hold on.
need a picture we need a picture frame with a picture in it for this scene. So the set director, the only thing they could find on short notice was this picture frame that just had a painting of a spoon on it.
Oh no, they were the stock photos. Remember, it was like a Ross thing,
what I'm saying,
but they were all silverware.
Yeah.
So it was like where you see the pictures to show you the frame without anything.
Prevalent throughout the entire film. So what has happened over these years is you bring, and there's a couple that we've run into it because we've seen this. There's a couple that we've run into that go to this all the time because Angelica shows it once a month. And they have an entire box of spoons that they'll give people. And every time that picture shows up on the screen, you yell spoon and you throw spoons at the screen.
The Angelica shows this once a month?
Once a month.
So does the
Why
Inwood.
I've never heard about
And the
this.
Inwood does
Okay,
too.
but-
It's very cult. It's very cult.
Okay, so
now, if you are going to see it, though, we went at the Inwood once. The first time we went to the Inwood was the first time.
Don't step on what I want to say.
Oh, is that what
Please
you're going
don't step
for?
on what I
Is
want
that
to
where
say.
you're going?
That's why I
Okay.
want to say it. I want to
All
say
right.
it directly at Ashley.
I will default to you.
So, after we had gone through the entire ordeal of seeing, experiencing, and partaking in the room, and then doing the disaster artist, having the reviews and everything that we do, we decided, you know what? This was a lot of fun. The interactive, like you were talking about. The movie is the worst turd I've ever seen in my entire life, but it is so much fun to participate in the community.
People that go that program Skinamax go, nah, probably not.
Yeah. So I will neither confirm nor deny. You know those Costco-sized boxes that have like 3,000 spoons in them?
Did you buy one?
I brought one to the Inwood.
Okay, I bought a 400 spoon one for me and my 4 friends.
We brought 7 people. So I was supplying for everybody that didn't know what they were getting.
there for that one.
No, that was the second.
That was
time
the second time? Okay.
Yeah, no, this one. Believe me, he would have
weird.
had notes on what I'm about to say.
He's so weird.
Yeah.
Oh, wait for
He was
it.
very nice to me though.
Wait
but
for it.
Here's the thing. At that screening, we were having so much fun, and all of a sudden it was like, why doesn't the audio sound so much better, but it's only on one side? And we look to our right, and I will say it in a particular way.
Please do.
I refer to it as the SMU choir.
He's not wrong.
Because if you've ever been to the Inwood, it's couches. It's not
And
seats.
bean bags. Yeah.
I don't count those. They move around. But to our right is just probably, what would you say, 12 to 15?
Oh, I think you're underselling it. I think it was closer to 30 of them.
I'm just saying the ones participating.
Still. It's
Okay,
pretty good.
so
Pretty good.
there was a very large contingent of college students, but they were singing the music.
Yeah, they knew the soundtrack.
live. They knew it
Word for word.
bit by bit. And every one of the big things like shut the door and everything, like 3 of them would run up like it was a cartoon. One would jump on one's shoulders and they'd be trying to lift the third one to close the door. They were throwing footballs all over the place.
These are all bits within the film.
Here's the
Because
problem.
people don't know how to close the door. So people are just yelling, close the door!
Yeah, so they're like end of scene, and they walk out, and it's like nobody's shutting the door.
Yeah.
Hi, Denny. Bye, Denny.
And so,
They're
so what he says, they would stack 3 high like they were reaching
Trying
for the
to get
doorknob,
the doorknob.
on the screen. But
I love this.
It's amazing.
But the hard part is we've gone to a few screenings since then, including with Tommy Wiseau, and I wish I could find every single one of those kids and bring them back, because that experience will never be topped.
So now-
I enjoy every experience we have with the room, but nothing will ever top the live music and show that went along with it.
So fast forward to last August, I get a call from friend of the show, Mark Walters. Mark Walters, who runs Dallas Comic Show, Louisville, Vista Mall at the end of this month.
Oh, they're going back. Okay.
He said, I need your help with something. And I was like, sure. Actually, I got a call. It was from the Angelica. What I did know is Mark had called the Angelica, told the Angelica to call me. They're like, Tommy's,
Okay.
Tommy's going to be in town this weekend, and we're showing not only The Room, but we're showing his new movie, Big Shark. And
Another one.
And we need a host.
You didn't know about this?
Let's get there. Let's get there.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
So
I'm so excited.
he says, we need a host. Can you handle 6 Q&As in 2 nights with Tommy Wiseau? And I went, oh, I think I can do that.
Oh, no. You called me, and I said, I
called
don't
you
think
immediately
anybody
after.
could do it, but if anybody could at least come close, it's you.
After I told him I was going to go work with a big Hollywood movie.
Mike, when I tell you this guy is we've got to like show you something on him. At
one
some
of the
point in
nicest
time.
cats on the planet.
No,
Yeah,
we're
he's
not,
great.
we're not showing him anything. We're going to take him.
Yes.
We're going to
That needs to
take
happen.
him to one of the
That
experiences
needs to
with the room.
So
Ashley, it's on you.
I meet Tommy. Couldn't be nicer. And we're talking back and forth, and this was the Dallas premiere of Big Shark. And Big Shark was sandwiched between 2 screenings of The Room. So
it's
for
like,
The Room,
we know you want to be here for the room, but please watch this.
for The Room, and it was always fascinating because I would intro the movie, because Tommy would do the Q&A before the movie because he's different that way. I would say, how many of you are seeing this movie for the first time? And it was shocking. It was average 60 to 70 people in the theater raising their hands.
That
I said,
seeing
well,
it for the first time?
yeah. And I said, just understand, don't worry about the dialogue because you ain't going to hear it. Not far off. And then the first screening I did, they were like, yeah, but I've never seen it in a theater. I said, okay, hold on. How many of you are seeing this in a theater for the first time? And it was like half the theater. I'm like, you watched this at home? God bless, because he bought me the soundtrack. It's in my phone right now.
Okay. I'm not kidding. I went hunting after we had this experience, and I was like, I know the perfect Christmas gift. But I don't know that it exists.
I went home and
found it.
Yep.
In Eastern Europe.
Yep. And I went home and put it in my phone that night. So
Mike's over here like, what the fuck?
So Big Shark happens, and I hadn't seen it yet. So I stayed the first night to watch Big Shark. There were like 3 cast members in attendance. I don't know that they were prepared for what was about to happen.
Please tell me Greg was one of them.
Greg was not there. Because he's not in Big Shark.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Oh, he was in the trailer.
Let me get to it.
God.
So Tommy films a trailer for Big Shark that he shows before The Room with Greg Sestero, who wrote The Disaster Artist and plays his best friend in the movie.
Because he was his best friend in
Greg couldn't make the filming of Big Shark, which they filmed the whole thing in New Orleans. So, and it so wheels off. And I'm just kidding. This isn't a spoiler because obviously they beat the big shark because it's about a big shark that attacks New Orleans, like swims through the streets of New Orleans. I'm not kidding you.
In about 8 inches of water.
So,
I'm not exaggerating.
CGI water.
I am not exaggerating.
Yeah. So at the end of the film, they're celebrating and they have the bands that go up and down the streets of New Orleans.
Yeah.
About halfway through, the entire band changes. All the instruments change. The outfits change. They're still dressed the same way. This is this film. So
technically, this is just Tommy Wiseau's film.
Yeah, but again, there's a charm to it that you cannot deny.
There's an unintended brilliance.
Yeah. So I watched Big Shark, and he actually wrote a children's book to go with the movie.
Oh God!
Which he signed and gave me a copy. It's in my living room right now.
I'm almost dead certain I have a pair of Tommy Wiseau underwear in my car.
Yeah, he has his own underwear
Tommy
brand that he
World.
sells. He has his own spike-studded 80s style belts that he sells. Yep. My friend, you need to experience this film. You have to, because words.
He's so confused.
Let me put a bow on this just with how everything begins. You're a fan of movies, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How many title cards are typically in front of a movie, like directed by, a film by, things like that? How many of those do you normally see before a movie starts?
I don't know, what, 7,
Enough.
8, something
No,
like that?
not the previews or the trailers. I'm talking about just
Once the movie starts.
Once your main event starts.
Okay.
Maybe
I don't know, maybe two or three, yeah.
Depending on which cut of the room you see, there is upwards of 11.
Yeah.
And they're not different.
Oh, to go back to what we were talking about before.
Yeah.
So Greg couldn't make the filming. So he films the trailer with Greg. And then comes to me and he said, by the way, if anybody's seen the cut we showed last year, this ain't that. So we were like, oh, I've seen it. And I'm like, yeah, you kind of haven't. And so in the credits, Greg is listed as the character's name 1, and the guy that plays him in the movie is the character's name 2. And I'm like, just so that y'all know, if you watched it when he toured this last year, only about 20% of that's in this movie. And people were like, I'm sorry, what? Wow. And it's a Big Shark, you can't, like, it's not The Room, because The Room is the OG. But I can see it from here.
Somebody's gonna have to get creative with the interactivity.
I cannot wait for you to see Big Shark, because I can't. When they're walking down the street and the street's supposed to be flooding, and it's CGI water flooding, watching it almost looks like they're at a hoedown the way they're walking. And again, Tommy was nothing but wonderful to me.
He was great.
He's a great guy, and he interacted with every single person that came through. But wow, I just, there's something about the Room it's an institution.
This is Rob and Alex. You find them on the Clubhouse. That is a podcast that you can find under the Stolen Water Media umbrella or whatever it is.
The conglomerate.
Such as it is.
Yeah, such as it is.
The conglomeration.
And yeah, that's what we're doing here. We're doing this with them. But first, before we get back to it, I need to talk about tonight. This is the 9th of April. we're taking over Blackfriar, the well-known pub on McKinney. And we're going to be watching Luka's return to Dallas. Tonight is the night. Mavs, Lakers at the AAC. Luka's first swim back through here ever since, well, you know. So join us at 5:30. We're going to be doing a little pre-gaming down there. 6:30, we will sign off. Join all of you in watching Lakers Mavericks and Luka's return to the AAC since, like I say, you know. Join Shoopy, Grego, and me. Let's take over Blackfriar tonight, 5:30, as we welcome back Luka.
Yeah, Clubhouse.
Oh, you're going to be there too?
We're going to be there with you
Well,
guys.
I don't know anymore.
We are now.
And I thought I was going to be angry in a minute, but here, please keep going.
And Ziggy's going to be there too.
See, I don't know these things. I'm the last to know these things.
It's like I always say, I just work here.
Yeah, I do just work here. All right, so the Clubhouse will be there. Ziggy will be there. You'll get a huge heaping helping of what we have to offer here at Stolen Water there tonight. So come on out there, hang out with us, and let's watch a little Mavs Lakers. See how this thing goes. I know Luka is just going to do everything he can to kill them. He'll be looking at the cameras and saying, "See what you lost? See? You could have had this, but no." And maybe if we're lucky, he will even look at the cameras and mouth, "Fire Nico."
If that happens, that is on a loop on ESPN for the next 3 days.
Oh, for the
possibly
next
forever.
3 years, man.
That'll be the meme of ever.
Somebody at DraftKings get
God,
on
I
this.
hope that happens. That's what I'm officially pulling for.
And cut to Jeannie Buss on the sideline, and she's like, "He's not wrong."
Yeah. So that's what we got going tonight at Blackfriar, and we want to see everybody down there.
Keep going. Keep going. You got another.
I got another?
Oh.
Wow, look at you. So
Well, okay. As long as we're on the subject, let us tell you about our first music roundtable. That is going to be presented by the CBD House of Healing, and it's coming your way the 21st of April at high noon. It's going to go down at the Kessler Theater. It will include the Kessler's own Jeff Lyles, Dallas DJ Jeff K, WFAA weatherman Jesse Hawila, all of whom, by the way, have spent time in those chairs over there here on YDC, and so has the last guy. The guitarist for the Dirty Knobs and the Eagles, the great Chris Holt.
Very nice.
Now, seating is limited. Tell your boss, tell your school. It's going to be a little long on Monday, April 21st. Get there early, get a seat. Show rolls out at high noon at the Kessler Theater in the Bishop Arts neighborhood of Oak Cliff. So come see us out there.
We will actually be in Vegas. Alex is actually going to be in Vegas for WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
So here's the thing about Mania. It's the 19th and 20th. Night 2 is Easter Sunday, and it's Mania, and it's 420.
In a city where it's
in
legal.
Vegas.
In Vegas.
So he'll be there. I'm actually flying out the next day, working a convention with some friends of ours. And so, yeah, we'll be in Vegas on that particular day. And it's going to be like, it's going to be insane.
That's going to be fun.
You're working a convention.
Mr. Rhyner!
Yes. Oh,
I have a bone to pick with you.
I'm sorry, doctor. I heard a loud pop and then nothing.
Stop. I have a bone to pick with you.
What's that?
I tried to have an official document to confirm the horseshoe jammed so far up your ass.
Whoa.
That it had to be documented.
This just got real.
Man.
But they would not put it on the check.
Shoopy, where's this going?
So
Keep listening to it.
am going to have to finish what I started in February.
Oh.
Whoa! The hell?
Mr. Horseshoe winning both contests for our event.
Well, yay me then.
Man.
There is a level I hate you. But no, congratulations, sir.
I had no idea what was about to happen.
Boy,
That's why I was like, Rob, stop talking about Mania. I'm supposed to hit a mark here. Shut up.
That's why you have to prepare me for these things.
You were late.
I was early.
No, you weren't.
I just want Mike to know he's buying everybody's dinner now.
In singles.
Looks like I am.
I thought about making it rain at Blackfriar, but I was warned not to do that.
Oh, but you had to have one of those guns.
Oh, I do have one of those guns.
I know you have.
Broke. I have a Rainmaker gun that no longer works, and they
Rainmaker
don't
gun?
sell the good ones anymore.
Oh. It's just the man trying to keep you down.
Well, it's Japan.
That's right.
I don't know. I have a fetal position fighting style. I just ask Sean to pay me my way out of it.
That's true.
What's the worst thing the man's ever done to you, Alex?
We don't talk about that.
Statute of limitations may not be up yet.
I'm not allowed to live in the state of Delaware with my name, so we don't talk about this. No, arguably the worst thing I've ever had to deal with was getting held in a holding cell outside of Pittsburgh for a couple of days on something I didn't do.
Oh, he's familiar with this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, but here's where the fun comes in. It was a holiday weekend, so they threw me in a holding cell and went on vacation. I had one dude to bring me stuff over the weekend until somebody came in and made a statement, and they realized nothing was the same and I wasn't the guy. So I got 3 days, and at the end of it, at least there was a leading me to a room thinking I'm about to get like double tapped, and there's a pizza. And all I hear from behind me is, yeah, we fucked up. It's like, I'm sorry, what? Is that the official statement?
I don't have those stories.
Yeah.
What were the charges in this incident?
We'll just say that it ended with assault. And started with a different word. I wasn't even there. Because I don't like talking about these things, to be honest with you, and I usually don't talk about them publicly, but let's just say that I was at a party and there was a very pursuant woman, and being the a-hole that I am, I said, baby, there's not enough alcohol for me to fuck you. And the next thing I know, the next day, I'm getting picked up in some special bracelets.
Well, the next day, huh?
The next day.
Whoa.
Like, she literally woke up that morning and was like, I'm going to get this motherfucker.
And we're live every Thursday night at 6 o'clock Central. 7 o'clock Central.
The one time I can truly claim innocence is the one time I actually get the ride.
Wow.
Mike's been falsely arrested.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, you didn't.
Oh, yeah, I have.
You didn't know about Shuby's
I got
false
2.
arrest?
How about
Please tell me this was on air.
I've only got one.
Okay.
Was it on
at
air?
least the second one for me lasted all of about 5 seconds, and it had to do more with the cops being like, yeah, this dude's trying to take a swing at you. We're going to put you in the car.
Because they have to.
Yeah, no. They
have
went
to cuff
through
you.
the process
Yeah.
to get me away from the guy. This one, I'll tell you the full story. I was working down on Turtle Creek at a neighborhood, or at a community. I was the actual property manager. So there was an older gentleman who covered the mornings, and then I would be doing manager stuff in the back, and then come up to relieve him in the afternoon.
Right.
Sometime during the morning, this older gentleman decided to take issue with the resident's daughter propping a gate open to move in a new couch.
As older gentlemen will.
And to be fair, they're not supposed to do that, so there's due process, but he decided to get more belittling, more vulgar towards a younger girl. And he was a very nice older man, and he would always linger for maybe like 20 minutes and we'd talk before he left. But this day, I showed up, no words, gone. Well, that's peculiar. Well, at least it's going to be quieter. The next thing I know, there is a Mustang pulling the e-brake up in front of the community, and big dude, former dentist, who I normally had gotten along with, decided to come in swinging. Until all I could say was, I have no idea what you're talking about. So the cops show up, and the next thing I know is, that's the man that assaulted my daughter. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't even know you had a daughter. Where? What? And he's losing his mind. So the cops get there, and he is to the point of violent. So they put me in cuffs, put me in the car, and the officer is even like, I don't want to do this, but it's the only way to separate you two safely. So if you could please just go along with me. And I was like, you know what? I'm cool with that. Let's just deal with it. So I'm looking out the window, and I'm just sitting there going, what the fuck happened? And I see the board president from the HOA come down, and it's a very heated discussion. And all of a sudden, the resident who is trying to punch me gets much calmer. And when he's told it was the older gentleman in the morning, he was like, oh, she probably messed up. Then it's not a big deal. What? It's like, so that was number 2, but that's the list. That's all of them.
And he's still in that industry.
But not in that position. Yeah.
Hey, Mike, what was yours?
I was just a routine traffic stop by a cop one night, late at night, out on Illinois in Oak Cliff.
Uh-huh.
He stopped me and took all my driver's license and stuff back there, and then came up to me and said, get out of the car. And so I did. I'd always been taught to be compliant with police.
Not me.
And so I did. And he turned me around and said, put your hands behind your back, and threw the cuffs on me.
Mm-hmm.
Says, you're under arrest.
For what?
Threw me in the car. And I said, for what? He said, buying, possessing, and receiving stolen goods in Bergen County, New Jersey.
Oh, I saw this episode of Boardwalk Empire.
There's a Bergen County, New Jersey?
How dare you, sir? It is terrible, but yes.
What exit?
North.
So you wrapped it right back around.
Yeah, you did.
That's a
You got it.
callback.
Mm-hmm. The close of the loop.
This is Bruce Springsteen territory, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, a little bit further away, but it covers it. It's as Bruce expanded. It's in
you
there.
can round up.
So this wasn't a bit.
No, this was no bit.
I thought he got arrested like on air or something.
No. This was light years before on the air.
So, Goose, we need to work something out where you can get arrested on air.
Oh, we can make that happen.
Okay, good.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's easy.
I think Becca can make that happen.
I know a couple of police
We're close enough to University Park. It's that easy.
I know a couple of police officers.
Yeah, she's got police. She's got lawyers.
Who do you think she's texting right now? She's like, hey, could you come by Blackfriar in a few hours?
We need to go viral.
I know nothing.
I was calling for a car for somebody.
Oh.
No, I joke about not. Oh, but there is one time I really did get shitty with a cop in Kentucky, but he deserved it. So,
well, it was Kentucky.
That's also fair. Any cop. So I was driving from Pennsylvania, which, if you're not familiar, you have Philadelphia on the east, Scranton in the north, Pittsburgh on the west, and Pennsylvania is that butt crack in the middle where the men are men and the sheep are scared. So I was driving to Kentucky for the Derby and literally had my entire car filled with everything I owned because I was going from Kentucky to move back to Florida afterwards. So I'm booking. It's a long stretch. My mother is with me and has her dog in her lap. So there's this truck that is literally going 20 miles under the speed limit. So I just pull around and go, and the next thing I know, there's lights. It's like, oh, great. Okay, so I pull over, and I'm looking in the rear view, and I see game warden. I'm like, oh, you are not going to have a good day, sir. So he comes up and he goes, probably shouldn't speed past an official police officer. I said, where the fuck is he? And he goes, I could write you a ticket just for that. And I said, I'd be surprised if you could, because I don't see a pad. I just see somebody on a power trip. And he's like, don't make me go back to the car. I was like, go back to the car.
I will turn this car. Oh, no.
And he was like, you're lucky. I forgot my pad. I was like, sure, that's what it is, Skippy.
Is that what they call it here?
Yeah. So it literally got to the point. Now, mind you, my mother's dog might be the most dainty-looking Springer Spaniel. And if you're not familiar with that, Cocker Spaniel on steroids, just make them taller. Absolute sweet dogs. But she is growling, barking. She's like, I want to tear this some bitch's face off. And I'm like, yeah, I got backup.
You're like, yeah. Or looking at the dog and going, not helping.
From the moment I saw the smirk on his face, I was like, you're going to have a bad day, boy. Guess what I didn't get? A damn thing but out of there. But obey actual police. Game wardens.
Good to know.
He's a little emotional about that.
Game wardens actually carry a hell of a lot of weight.
Not in Kentucky. In Kentucky, they're just theoretical. They're just the ones that were carried over from trying to clean up moonshine.
Well, I'm being told by the authorities that our time's just about up here.
So we got more later.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, because we got more later. We got more later. We got a lot later. These guys are the Clubhouse.
We are.
That is Rob. That is Alex. They're good. They're really good. If there's one thing you need to be watching across this whole platform, and this, I include myself in this because I'm a newbie. I'm just learning how all this shit works. You laugh. I am. I mean, this is a learning experience for me. But these guys are pros, and they're really good. They're really funny. And if you're into what they're into, I don't see how you can turn away from it.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for doing this, man.
Thank you for having us.
sir.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity to share microphones with you. Thank you for having us. I mean, we're having a blast. And your voice shows up at the end of every episode.
That is true.
So,
yes, it does.
Yep.
It does. I make my presence felt. We find ways to do that.
And this is, I mean, for me personally, and you and I have talked about this before, this is, go back and tell 22-year-old me that I'm sharing a mic with you sitting in here, and I tell you you're a dirty, filthy liar. So this actually happening, this is a big deal for me personally.
Well, go back and tell 22-year-old me that I'm on a mic and I'm actually sharing it with people, and that's an LSD thing.
From the comfort
I
of your
just want to know when the memoir is coming. That's what I want to know. I need the Mike Rhyner memoir.
Yes.
Sell like hotcakes.
Oh God.
Do it, Shoopy.
You think I should?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, we'll
You
do
got
it.
an author sitting right next to
I
you.
got a crazy one for you. Just start out with an audiobook like you're doing here.
Yeah.
And compile them together. Because you can do, I don't think Dragon Dictation is the number one anymore that does the audio to voice to text. But you could easily do that, and you don't even have to type or anything.
Okay. All right. That's.
How do you think I got through college? I had friends that were way smarter than me that built those programs. So I'd sit there in bed.
I want the book. I want the memoir.
And it's just, yeah.
Did you know how to type when you went to college?
I still hunt and peck. I'm only 2 fingers going.
Took typing in the 7th grade. It was the smartest thing I've ever done.
I wish I'd paid attention in typing.
When I decided I was going back to college, and this time I was going to get serious about it, first thing I did was enroll in a typing class. And I'm glad I did. That was one of the shrewder moves that I've ever made, and that's a very, very short list. All right, they're the Clubhouse. That's Rob and Alex. Check them out. And come tonight to Blackfriar. Let's watch a little Mavericks. Let's watch a little Luka. Let's see what he does to them. This is probably not going to be pretty, but you know what? This is one of those nights when I don't think too many people are going to give a damn about what the final score is, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's history.
Yeah, it's history, and it's a scene, and that's what they're into. That's what I'm into. That's what you're into. Let's get down on it together at Blackfriar. We will see you tonight.
Hell yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go take my pants off.
Your Dark Companion is a Stolen Water Media presentation.